Me
Ladies
first?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Megan. I am from Pennsylvania, just outside of Philadelphia. And I went to Penn State University, and then right after that went into Peace Corps and found myself here in Panama. Served in environmental education and all different sorts of projects here in Panama for 2 years and learned a lot about the culture. Got to learn to speak Spanish really well and met these guys during that time. Now have my husband Oscar, and we have a little baby here in Boquete. And I used to do a lot of the Retire in Panama tours with Oscar. Now I do a lot of the behind the scenes work, but I still get to meet our groups when they're here in Boquete and share with them why I love being an expat in Panama so much. So hopefully I've already met a lot of you. I see a lot of familiar names in the chat, but I hope to meet a lot more of you guys in the new year.
Awesome. My name is Oscar. I'm originally from Cali, Colombia. I have a background studying in hotel tourism and hospitality. I used to live, before Panama, I lived in Costa Rica for 3 years and a half, working in that industry. Been here since August 2009. So it's going to be it's over 14 years and a half already. Been working with the expat community since 2010. And love this type of job, love to help out folks. They're moving here or they're already here trying to figure out things because it's not easy. Sometimes the only way for you to know is when you got here. So I've been loving this job, and I'm the one who does actually the tour every single time to show you the culture of Panama, to introduce you how things are done in Panama, and just to show the way how it is. No rainbows, no hummingbirds. I mean, I will show you rainbows and hummingbirds, but the real spot of Panama, and just to realize what it takes to live in this gorgeous country. So happy to be here. Grateful for you guys for your time. And it's a wrap.
Okay. My name's Rod Larvey from Vancouver, Canada. Moved here 12 years ago. And I was one of these guys that thought I can just come here. I don't need to plan. I don't need any help. I also didn't know anyone here. Got into trouble within my first few months. Luckily, I met Oscar, who saved my butt. As at that time, 12 years ago, he was already in the relocation business, helping expats do things right here. So I got that all straightened out, and we became friends, and we got in business together, and we did several things in the beginning. Oscar had a Mucho Gusto Panama, and we had a local tour company called Explore Ya, and we were doing private tours and helping expats all through this time. And then we decided to jump into the group tour business, which we started the idea back in 2017 and launched our first tours in 2019, and we've been going ever since.
Yeah.
So we love what we do, and what we do basically is we help expats move here without making mistakes. And that's everything from helping them find the right immigration attorney for them, the right health insurance for them. It's not the same for everybody. Someone might ask in a Facebook group, what's the best health insurance? Well, we got about 50 questions to ask you before we can answer that. Because, we've done this hundreds and hundreds of times, and some people, different people need different things. So that's what we do. That's who we are. And we're going to get started here. Again, no questions in the chat. Just questions go in the Q&A portion, and we'll be getting to them in about 10-15 minutes. Okay, what should we do next?
Well, let's just start with some announcements. Let's get some spice up.
How about we give away some money?
Let's give away some money. Why not?
Okay.
Let's give away some money.
This is how we're gonna do this.
It's your money, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
because
not.
it's his money we're giving.
It's like 100 people. So how we do this randomly, you grab this, Megan, and just scroll it.
Okay.
And when I say stop, I want you to stop. I'm closing my eyes. Oh no, here I can do the chook.
And we'll pick
Okay.
the fifth person down.
I will tell you what number to pick.
Okay.
I will know.
I'm going.
Okay, stop. Pick the fourth one from the top.
2,
What do we get?
3, 4. Leaf.
Okay, we need more information, but Lee, is there only, is he the only
Click the
Lee?
dots.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the only leaf.
Okay, perfect.
Hmm.
Leaf, you have won a new car. No, just kidding. Leaf, yes, yes. A $100 gift certificate, and we can match your name to your email address, Leaf. If you don't hear from us, we'll email it to you within the next 24. If you don't hear from us, that means we couldn't match your name, and then just email us, Leaf. You can use this if you come on our tour to pay your final invoice. You can use this if you need help relocating your pets. We have a pet relocation service. And you can use this if you want Oscar to help you buy a car as $100 off of his service. So there we go. That's our first $100. Let's do it again.
Wonderful. This is fun.
All right,
Okay, I'm going.
choose going.
Stop.
Huh?
The eighth one from the top.
The eighth one from the
3,
top.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Indra.
Indra,
Wow.
Well, you're already here,
you're already here.
but you never know.
Whatever
We can help
Indra needs, we're
Help you
gonna
some
give
more?
Indra. We're gonna give Indra. Yeah.
Dale para
Perfect.
abajo todo y después empiezo
Okay.
yo.
So I pulled took over my glasses.
para abajo todo.
Are you
Okay.
doing it again?
Yep.
Okay, go. Stop. Third one down.
Steven
Stephen.
with a PH.
Okay, write that down. Stephen, you've also won a $100 gift certificate that you can use on our services. If you use it, if you're booking an order tonight or anything, like the gift certificate's good for 2 years. You can use it for for paying your final bills. Again, any other services that we offer ourselves. Let's do one more.
All right.
Okay. Are you doing it?
Yep.
Stop. How about the 12th one down? Let me
2,
count.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's not even on the
Wow.
page, so I couldn't.
One more.
It's one more down. Let me see. Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Make sure she's
CHER.
the
And
only
if you already
Cheryl.
booked for a tour,
Yep, she's
hey,
the only
you get to take this off your final payment. Woohoo.
Nice.
Alright.
We said we're gonna do one more. Yes, we did.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it again.
This is the 5th one.
Huh?
I'm
Okay.
going.
You don't, stop. The 5th
Okay.
one down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Marie in Coronado.
Marie and Coronado.
Marie in Coronado.
Okay.
Well, we have a lot of folks that actually are already living here.
So
Wonderful.
we will send you out emails tomorrow with your gift certificate. If there's nothing you can use it for, then you're very welcome to buy us dinner next time we're in your neighborhood. Then we'll sit and chat forever. There we go.
Wait, aren't we
Well-
buying them dinner then?
Well, no, I just thought it'd be better because we just spent $500.
Classic.
All right.
Okay. Next thing we want to offer you guys. I know we're sold out between now and April, but many of you have been talking to me. Yeah, we're going to come this summer. We're going to come. Well, if we sold out that quickly, till the end of April, we're going to sell the other dates out. So we're going to give you guys tonight till midnight only to get $100 off one of our tours as a single, or $200 off as a couple if you book the deposit tonight. By using the discount code, who can see messages? Everyone. 100 off if you're booking a single tour, OFF, yeah. And 200 off if you're booking a couple. And that comes off immediately today. So it's a $500 deposit for a single, so it would only be $400 today. And it's a $1,000 deposit, so it'll only be $800. So if you're booking one of our May through December tours, you can save up to $200 tonight. Woohoo!
And it's legit because our prices doesn't change.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
this is not tricky.
Yeah, the back end price is.
Tricky offer. This is actually a legit discount.
Yeah. Okay, and just before we get into a million questions, we have a new product. Now this here, folks, honestly, this is our 4.5 years of group tours. And we have been asked this over and over. and we're just trying to work out the logistics, work out a product that's fair, that's the best price in the industry. And we're starting in March with the Cherokee Highlands Tour.
Woohoo!
3 days, just Cherokee. Because many of you we've talked to, and they go, I don't want to live on a beach. I want to live in the mountains because the temperature's cooler there all the time. Or I want to live close to David, or I want to live. So you just don't want to spend the money on an entire tour across the country.
Because you don't want to live somewhere hot. Well, this is for you.
Yeah, Cherokee Islands Tour is for you. Let's take a quick look at it and what it involves.
Screen 3.
Screen 3.
No?
Usually there's a ring around it. Okay, you should be seeing the 3-day Cherokee tour. Now, this tour here is again just like all of our other tours. It's all inclusive 3-day tour. We'll start in David. We will go see a beach. We'll go down to Las Olas. And yeah, no, it still shows us. So we are sharing. Yes, we are. Come on, folks. I want to make sure you guys have seen that in the chat. Where's the chat?
Top there, you can put chat.
Hey, you guys seen my screen?
Just give us a little yes or
Yeah,
thumbs
she's
up.
there.
Yeah, okay.
Wonderful.
So we're going to start in David. We're going to go down to Las Olas to see the beaches around David. Then we're going to tour all the facilities and stuff in David. We may look at a rental there too. And then we're going to head up towards Boquete, looking at places like El Francis and Dolega and places all the way up the hill there. There's many different elevations. You can still live in the heat if you want to in Cherokee.
Mhm.
And then we'll end up in Boquete, where we're going to check out the town and the amenities it has to offer. The next day, we're going to hit the Tuesday market in Boquete, but after that, we're going to go to Volcan. And we'll spend the day there. And then we'll come back. We're going to base out of Boquete because logistically, to keep the price down for everyone, that just makes sense because we live here. And then we will, the next morning, the Wednesday morning, we're going to have like a classroom setting after breakfast where we're going to meet immigration lawyers, we're going to meet insurance people, we're going to meet shippers, we're going to talk a little bit about real estate so you guys know down the road what you're going to get into there. So, and then we're going to see throughout the tour, we're going to see rentals and everything from, like, currently on our tours, we see rentals from $600 a month up to $2,000 a month. So we'd like to show you everything. So this 3-day tour will give you the same access to Rod, Megan, and Oscar that our full 1-week tour has. So you still get that. And we're going to have a big wind-up dinner with a whole bunch of expats join you, so you can talk to them on the Wednesday night. The price is going to be $9.95 for a single person and $16.95 for a couple. So we think it's very fair, and it, if to do a private tour, it costs way more than that.
Folks, in less words, is this like a very awesome and affordable option, and you still get every single information that we'll provide in a week tour. And also you guys full access to us, like any other person that does the week tour. They wanted to see actually the whole country. So this is a very unique product, in our opinion. Cherokee is one of the main provinces that you can have pretty much everything. We are the breadbasket of the whole country of Panama. We produce over 75% of the greens and produce they distribute in the whole country.
And it's definitely one of the most popular expat areas in the country.
Exactly.
So the first tour is available is March 18th to 21st, only 3 months away.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one is June 3rd for 6. The deposit for a single is $300, fully refundable or changeable to a future tour up to 45 days before your tour. And the deposit for a couple is $600. So these are introductory prices, and so you cannot use the discount code on this tour. So I just put the link in the chat for this tour for as you guys are listening here. If you want to check it out a little bit and see what you want to do, but I know that these are going to sell pretty fast. So, get your deposits in, and you guys are the first ones to hear this. This has not gone out to the major list. This page went up an hour ago, so no one.
We'll give it the privilege to the ones who are attending this Q&A tonight.
Okay, so that is it. We gave away gift certificates. If we can't find your email, wait 24 hours and email. Say, hey, I was Leaf on the call last night. Where's my $100? And number two, go to the main site, Retire in Panama Tours, click on the tours, book your June, May through December regular group cross-country tour with 100 off or 200 off as your discount code. Number three, I just put in the chat for the brand new Cherokee 3-day tours. Woohoo. Okay.
So how does that sound?
You guys like that?
I love it. I think
It was in the
the
chat.
other really fun thing about this new offering is people that are a little iffy about doing a whole week with a group of strangers, but still want to meet some other like-minded individuals, have our support in their move. This is a much better option for them. Just 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah, and if some people know, I knew when I moved to Panama, I was not going to live on a beach. I can't. I can't handle the heat. Now that is only for me. But we started. Somebody asked already. Are you going to do beaches tour? Yeah, I wouldn't doubt within 6 months we're doing those too. But we look at the numbers. Out of every 100 people that come from our groups that move here, we know how many move to Boquete and Volcan and Cherokee, and how many people move to the beaches. The need is here first. So this is where we're having most of the people move to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys think. We're definitely open to opening up some more little smaller tours like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we'll fulfill any needs and expectations to every single person that wants to look at Panama, look at the main potential areas to relocate and start a brand new, beautiful life. Okay,
now we're going to start into the Q&A. Two ways we can do this. I know some people are typing questions in the chat. If you could do me a favor, otherwise we're going to wait to the end to get to yours. If you could copy and paste whatever you put there and put it into the Q&A so we actually have it all together. But any of you folks want to come on, say hi to us, meaning that you'd share your camera and your microphone and ask your question live. If you do, hit the raise your hand button. You see it on the bottom bar, and you see it on a phone when you touch your screen under comments, I believe. It's this it says raise hand. And if you raise your hand, we'll bring you on screen and you can ask your question directly to us. As we're waiting for the shy people to raise their hand. Oh, I can't tell. People are, yes, hands are raised. Okay. I'm just.
Oh, there they are. Margot.
Okay. You're gonna probably have to accept the panelist question. I promoted you to panelist so you can
share your mic and your video.
Yeah, your mic will come on, but your video. Would love to meet you.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello, Margot. How are you?
How are you? I'm gonna be shy and leave that picture up there.
That's fine.
No worries.
How can we help you?
Well, it was just an impulse question from this previous conversation about the new tour. I was just looking that up because I've been looking at your site this afternoon, and my question is, can I switch my down payment from the February tour to this 3-day tour?
That's a good question. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
If you just want to come on the 3-day tour.
Okay.
And
I have to think
so
about
many
it.
people.
I have only like.
I got so many people that want your February spot. So.
Oh, you do? Okay, because I'm at the 45-day point, so I better make a decision. Yeah, thank you.
You want to
I
think
have to
about
think
it and
about
let
that.
us know?
Yeah, you do have people on the waiting list?
Yes,
Oh yeah,
full
like
tour.
February is packed slam full. We can't fit anybody on it, but I have a backup list for it.
Okay.
So if you want to, Margaret, just send me an email tomorrow like just our normal email that we've been communicating on. So,
Sure.
or give us a call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you much.
No
Sure.
problem. Okay. Thank you very much.
That's awesome.
Hi, gentlemen, the upper left, it says, what does it say, Megan? I can't see it from here.
Felicitas?
Yeah, we don't know what your
Oh.
computer's name, but
Hi.
I'm the front man for Felicitas. I'm Harold.
okay.
Okay. What questions?
Hi.
What's your first name?
Well, I'm Harold.
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 Felicitas logged in, but she's the shy one of the band.
Okay.
So I have two very quick questions. The first one is about the tour that you just mentioned, and have you determined how the maximum size of the tour group for that tour of Cherokee?
Well, we'll do a small at 12 max, but with maximum capacity, if we have a lot of reach out, will be top 18.
Well, 10, we're at a max capacity of 10 rooms for
Yeah, a
March.
10
Yeah.
rooms.
So
So
it
it's
depends
basically
if
it's 10
couples
rooms.
or singles.
Uh-huh.
So 10 rooms with the idea that some rooms will be double capacity, correct?
Yeah, and some will be single. Usually it's about 30, 70. So on our countrywide tours, our max right now is 12. On this one here, like we
That's
have a
what I
vehicle, so we could do 16, 18 like Oscar
Uh-huh.
said.
Yeah.
That would be max.
Because at the time driving
Okay.
is a lot less,
Yeah.
and also we don't have to do long distance. That's why we can do it this way. But
Okay.
still, we're
Okay.
gonna have,
Thank you.
besides the
Under
drive,
20.
we're gonna have two, yeah, under 20 for sure. And it's still very intimate
And-
group, and we'll still have a great time.
And am I correct that David is a regional airport?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah,
Only domestic.
the logistics for this one, they are a little bit more, but we got between me and Megan, you guys can, once you book it, just call one of us and email one of us and we'll show you how to do it the best way.
Mhm.
Because you got it, it's gonna start in David, the tour. But maybe you want to see Panama City, maybe you want to stay there for 2 days, eat at some nice
Mhm.
restaurants, and
That's-
then jump on a plane, so.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're happy to make all of
Okay.
those recommendations
Yeah.
for you.
Mhm.
and we
Oh,
also have.
okay. All right. That was part of the question. One other quick question. In your experience, and I put this, and we put this in chat, in Q&A, excuse me. In your experience, what are the top two or so reasons why expats return to their country of origin after trying it out in Panama? Do you have any kind of insights into reasons
We
why?
each want to get through it.
How about three? We each give one. I'm starting health.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's the number
that's
one.
even
Okay.
better.
Health, because they're not educated before they come here and how to handle that. That's the
Yeah.
biggest thing.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm not as old as many expats, but I'm entering the big golden years next year, the 60s. But my health insurance is planned, my end of life is planned, everything. And people move here in their 60s and then they're 75 and they have a health problem and they're not prepared. So that's number one reason people move back.
You said something about end of life plans. What does that look like in Panama?
It's Oscar's gonna look after me. No, just kidding. Oscar's house.
Well, me
No,
too, I guess. Yeah.
There's a brand new home care facility opening up in Cherokee at the end of the month here. They have nursing people that can come in, but setting things up like directives and will directives and stuff like that in case like bringing in someone. For me, it would probably be turning my room an extra room into a home care worker, and I
I see.
I'll be in my 90s and somebody's looking after me here. So.
Okay.
it's okay,
All right,
Ron.
that was number one. You said there were two other
What's
reasons?
your
Family.
family? Okay,
They
I was gonna say
miss
that,
their
yeah.
family. Mhm.
Yeah.
was not a
Yeah.
problem for me.
Yeah, and the other reason, which I'll give another one, that is when the people come to Panama, not having the right information and coming with the wrong expectations.
Yeah.
Meaning, not understanding that Panama is a tropical country, and that it's Latin America,
okay.
it's Panama. Realizing that you're moving to a different country. So when you move to a Latin American country, having the same expectation where your original country is from, that's a huge conflict, and some people cannot take it. That's why it's always good to do the tour before, to experience the culture, to experience how's the idiosyncrasy of this country before you make a decision. Be okay with it.
Yeah, a lot of cultural differences.
Mhm.
So Oscar, do people do trial visits before making the big commitment? Is
Of
that
course, yes.
common or
Yes, we
unusual?
suggest that very much. Like even though when you do the tour, like people that have done the tour with us, they kind of like every day sometimes is, oh, this is it. I love this place. I said, wait tomorrow.
Yeah.
Next day is the same until the last day. So the conclusion for them is, let's try here to come to this area. And I would say visit, spend minimum a month, but try to go in the worst time of the year. Let's say you want to experience Boquete, come in the worst rainy season. If you handle that,
It's the worst.
No.
that's
That
it.
makes that
And
makes a lot of
because-
sense.
because a lot of
That's
people-
helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome.
Okay.
Because- yeah.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
always
Thank
a
you.
trial, rent first.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you very much. That was
You're
very
so
helpful.
Alrighty.
welcome, Mr.
Thanks
L.
for coming on.
Looking forward.
Alexander.
Yeah, Alexander.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you. And looks like you're good as well.
We are great.
I have a question regarding the. Okay. We have dependents and its parents, and we are thinking about what kind, if FNV or pensionada. So, pensionada with dependents, does it work or not?
Depending, like, a dependent has to be your spouse, your legally wedded spouse, or a child under 18. That's what a dependent is.
But not parent,
No,
not parent.
no.
No.
So with parents only FNV option,
They would need their own pensionable visa if they qualify.
or they could be as dependents on FNV visa.
Well, on the Friendly Nations visa, well, they wouldn't need to be a dependent. They would have to be the holders of the Friendly Nation visa. A parent is never.
Yeah, but it's. Sorry, I missed what you said.
A parent is not a dependent on a visa here in Panama, but they could come on a Friendly Nations visa, which, for example, maybe you paid for the investment. Yes, that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
But you would
Okay,
have your own visa, which might be a pensionable in your case.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. It's one question. The second question, I heard that people over 85 years old, they kind of not ask, they could kind of live without kind of visa or something like that.
No.
No, anybody that wants to be here, regardless of the age, has to be in either visa. You can stay here for, depends on your nationality. If you are US or Canadian, you can stay here for 180 days tourist visa, and then you can leave the country.
Mm-hmm.
The Panama government doesn't make trouble for US and Canadians in that part, because a lot of snowbirds come here for the winter. The other option is just to either just do the investment, or if they qualify, have any pension. But that's pretty much, but any single person foreigner in Panama has to be legal and any sort of visa.
We can include the link to recommend you to a good attorney.
Yes,
Sounds like you have more specific situation that
that
might
could
be good to speak to an
because
attorney.
you never know. Yeah, it could be a way that you can play around if you have the understanding more what is the situation you are like the work, why you can qualify, and your parents what actually can qualify. Maybe there is a solution. Yes, sir.
So I just put in,
Okay,
I don't know where the chat is.
Right here.
Oh, there it is. I just put into the chat, Alexander, a link, just click on it so you save it. Yeah, and just send fill that information out a bit, explain a bit, but we can get you a conversation
Mhm.
with a great immigration attorney
Yeah.
that you can ask all those questions. We are not
Mhm.
immigration attorneys, we just, but
yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
They will have
we can tell you the what is
the basics.
the basics
Yeah.
because that's what we do every month, but
Yeah.
there is some specific situations that a lawyer actually that know the law will advise you better.
Perfect.
Mhm. You are experienced person.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Happy
You too, my
holidays.
friend.
You too.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Bye.
Alrighty, let's jump into the
Okay.
Q&A.
Yeah, they
Yes.
are
Load
happy
in.
started.
Into the
Yes.
Q&A.
And do you want some Feliz Navidad, Oscar?
Yeah,
I couldn't find that. Okay, Megan, find the first question.
okay. Let's see.
Hmm.
Oh, we just answered that one. From Anonymous, are there any changes in the Golden and or Friendly Nations visa requirements? Specifically, the investment amount required?
Not-
So far, no. However,
What do you think they're referring to on Golden?
probably pensionado.
Yeah, there's no investment in pension at all. There's no change. The Friendly Nations is 200,000.
Yeah. Now, folks, there is one thing right now it's just an assumption, but as we've been here for over a decade in this country, I have been here for already 3 governments straight up, which is government is about every 5 years. This one is about to end, and every government, few things might change. Modifications like this government was some modifications that changed the amount investment for investment visa or the friendly nations. That could be that something like that could change in the next government. It
Yeah.
might stay the same, it might be more flexible. I don't think it's gonna get any harder. That's I'm pretty sure that it's not gonna get more difficult. It will get either the same or easier.
Hmm.
So
Okay, so yeah, so the Friendly Nations
wait.
visa is still 200.
yeah.
I mean, yes.
Hmm.
Terry, understand over 65 health insurance options are limited. No, I don't know where people get that age 65. There is no cutoff for anything at 65 except local Panamanian insurance. 75, after 75, you must enroll by the time you're 75 or your options get limited.
Yeah.
If you're 74 and you enroll, you're covered for life. But once you're 75, the international plans will no longer accept you. Once you're 80, the local plans will no longer accept you. So there's lots of availability, but international insurance is not cheap for someone between 65 and 75. I just got my quotes for when I'm 60 right now, and I'm going to pay in about 3,300 a year when I turn 60. But that is 100% coverage, no copay, no deductible in Panama or Colombia or Costa Rica,
Yeah.
and a deductible back in the States. But it's pretty good insurance, so I'm quite happy with it. But
Alright.
yeah, okay.
Next is from Anonymous.
Anonymous,
How
hello.
is property taxes calculated on a home, not a condo building that requires HOA monthly payments?
Okay, well, it's the same on both actually. So, but let me. Every time I do this, people can't remember it. So, is it okay if I do this, guys?
Yeah, type it out.
0%. This will just take me 1 second.
It's way easier to digest. You can
Well,
read
it's
it.
easy to explain.
How outrageous.
Yeah, it's pretty
0.5%.
low. A lot of people
Okay.
worry about property tax here, but
0.7.
Yeah.
and there's a lot of exemptions too on new homes.
Yeah, but it still is. Look at how low it is. If
Okay.
it doesn't.
I know we got to share the screen because they're not seeing anything yet. So we.
Oh, sorry.
I know this looks exciting. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Now, on the dollar value. These are just our upcoming questions. 0 to $120,000, there's no property tax on that dollar value of your property. From 120 to 750, it's 0.5%. And on the value over 750, it's 0.75.
Zero.
So that basically means, let's say your value of your home is 200,000, you'll be paying 0.5% on the 80,000. Because up to 120, there is no tax. So you'll be paying $400 a month. And all
A
depending
year.
when your house was built, you might have a property tax exemption
A
if
year.
it's less than 20
A
years.
year, you say a month. Is a year or a month?
I said a month?
You say a
Mhm.
month.
I'm wrong.
I know, that's why I'm correct.
Yeah, it's a year. So yeah, so if your house was 200, you would pay 0.5% on 80K. Mhm.
I think it's affordable.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Next question.
Next question. I gotta find the questions. Where'd they go, Megan? Oh, here they are.
Right here.
Okay, read the next one. I'm gonna get rid of this.
Okay. Luggage requirements need to be light on your tour. What are some items previous travelers found they did not really need and wish they hadn't packed?
Interesting. Mhm.
Winter coats?
Yeah, winter coats.
Well, if you're coming January through March, you don't really need any rain gear.
Nah,
Um,
You
yeah,
might,
you really don't
we might need winter
warm
coats.
clothes. A really light rain jacket or sweater is all you need as far
yeah,
as warm
and
clothes
it depends
go.
on the time of the year, rain jacket is just an option. Because the weather here, every time sometimes, depends on the year. The weather here in Panama and any tropical country is bipolar. One day rain, one day might not. Even in the rainy season, it's just control the timing. And the weather channels, all they say is 75% rain, but when it's gonna be, you never know.
Mhm.
And we have a microclimates too.
Yeah. So like the size of planes that you're coming into here, they're all 737s plus. The carry-ons are really big.
Yeah,
You each can bring a full carry-on that you stuff into that overhead bin, plus your
Backpack.
own personal bag, plus the
Mhm,
backpack.
yeah.
That can go under your front seat.
yeah,
So no one, and if you are coming on one of our tours and are staying longer, we're not gonna restrict you. You can still bring a bag. We
mhm,
just might not travel with it for 3 days. We might
Mhm.
ship it ahead. Mhm.
yeah.
If it's just too big.
And again, we always accommodate and make easier for you. So don't worry, if you wanted to bring a giant bag extra, bring it, we'll just
We
chip
have, I think we have a hand raised.
Okay, it'll show at the top if we do.
Oh, maybe it went
So if
down.
anyone wants to do those live questions, let's meet you.
All right,
Feel
next
free to use your
question.
hand.
Okay.
From Debbie, do you have to go through customs in Panama City or you can go through customs in David?
Customs
Um,
like
on arrival, or I guess,
Oh, yeah. It's kind of funny. Yes,
you all do, yeah.
customs in Panama City.
Yeah,
always.
yeah, always. They always check your bag. You have to do the security protocol
But
when you take off, when you arrive.
but you do security in both.
Yeah,
yeah, no, like they're talking landing here, right? Yeah. When you go through custom, I think they're talking landing. So let's say you're flying all the way to David on Copa from Miami. You would still go through immigration and customs in Panama City, but your bags would go all the way to David.
yeah.
Yeah, and you actually exit the international airport,
Yeah.
go outside the airport to go to the domestic
Domestic,
David
yeah.
terminal to David.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but in that regard, you only do customs once
Once in Panama
in
City.
Panama City at the Cumin.
Mhm.
And your dog and your bags are probably getting sniffed by dogs in
Yeah,
David.
it's all X-ray, everything.
Yeah.
The only thing you can put in the check bag is any batteries or laptops.
All right, this is a long question
Okay, read
coming
that.
up. Read the whole thing?
Yeah.
All right, from Rick. My wife and I are planning to move to Panama in September 2024. Our first visit there was in August this year. We have another trip planned in a few weeks. We want to see some apartments in Panama City so we can decide which neighborhood we want to move to. We have contacted a few realty companies and they are not willing to show us properties until we arrive. We don't like to do things last minute and was wondering if you have any recommendations for anyone willing to show us some apartments next month.
Yeah, you know, you're gonna find it's totally different than the US here. Number one, they don't use lock boxes here, so the people that are renting out, they can't just show you, they're gonna make 48-hour appointments before they can get you in. If you're not a buyer, and if you're not there to rent and to sign a deposit, they're not likely to let you in.
Yeah.
You know, we deal with, like on our tours, obviously we have a lot of people that have taken our tour living. That's how we show places. Like, because our former guests let people see their homes and what they're like and what they cost. Because it's very difficult with real estate agents here.
Yeah.
Especially if you tell them, I'm not moving for 8 months, because this place you're looking at is not gonna be available in 8 months.
And typically the owners of rentals are looking for somebody to sign a 1-year contract.
Yeah.
They're not looking for somebody who's gonna rent 9 months from now.
Yeah.
So the best advice we
So
can
it's
give you,
difficult.
or the best advice I can give you is when you wanna come here and just looking around, just get an Airbnb for a couple of weeks, get boots on the ground, and then you can have more time if you're committed to it.
Ask the people you're looking to meet if they would meet with you for a coffee.
Yeah.
At least see if they're a good contact, they can
Exactly.
give you some information, and then you'll have the contacts, you can reach out to them a couple months before you're officially moving here.
Yeah.
And start doing video walkthroughs.
But
Mhm.
you know, find your agent that you want to deal with down the road. But for now, you're gonna have to look at personal ads and go in there pretending you're renting. You know, I hate to say it, but that's how you're gonna get in to see, so you can see the quality of the, you know, like what type of, you know, faucets and sinks and appliances, you know, the building, the building has. Because you're gonna find listings that aren't listed by agents. You're gonna find them on Facebook's, Craigslist. Just be very careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Obviously.
you definitely wanna see in person.
Yeah.
So you can see places, but there's not many realtors. There are realtors that will show you places for a fee. I know, it's really crazy. I've never heard of that before.
Now,
They want to charge you a day.
but the good news about coming next month is in Panama City. In Panama City, it has actually right now plenty of options.
Yeah, you have plenty of options in Panama City, that's true.
Even though
And
in
if
the
you're
high
moving
season.
in September, then there'll be lots of options in
Oh,
September.
September, lots of options.
Get an Airbnb for a couple weeks when you
Yeah.
arrive and then go find places as
Yeah.
soon as you get here.
For sure.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's go.
Margo. That's her phone number.
Okay. Only ask can see that. Okay. No.
What hotels?
What hotels do we use in Boquete? That's from Bruce. It depends.
Depending on the group size and what we're doing, we like to stay close enough to downtown, walking distance
Mhm.
to all the hotels.
There's only a few that are really walking distance to downtown, but there's lots of great hotels in Boquete.
Yeah, it's all about like budget, one,
Mhm.
and two, how convenient you wanna be, like in town, walking. If you're planning to rent a car, then you have more options.
Yeah.
So
Because there's some
those-
beautiful places.
Oh
to
yeah,
love,
there is
eh?
some gorgeous places outside the town within 10-minute drive, 15-minute drive,
Mhm.
And quieter,
and
because
quieter.
downtown can definitely be noisy if
Yep.
you're a light sleeper.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, but downtown suites is great. What's it called? Apart Hotel.
Aparta Hotel,
The
Aparta Studios Hotel,
Villa Alejandro
Villa
has a lot
Alejandro,
of different little
Okay,
apartment
Garden
options.
Inn, Riverside Inn,
Ladera.
Ladera, Valle Escondido, if you wanna be in a hotel close to
Valle
town, also
Escondido,
play
Panamonte are like
Panamonte for more, we call him Panamanian,
Luxury.
yeah, like Gucci,
luxury.
luxury, yeah. We have all the budgets.
Yeah.
Okay, we might be interested in bringing our scooter down to Panama. Can you tell me about marinas, facilities?
Marinas,
Where are
well,
marinas?
Panama City,
Panama
Panama
City.
City and Coronado or Panama West has the
Yeah.
best facilities for marinas.
That's right. Mhm.
Panama City is with Amador, Isla Flamenco Island. And Panama West, one nice marina is Vistamar.
Just tomorrow, yeah.
Vistamar, very nice marina. beautiful marina. And nice area. Nice, have also golf course.
On the Caribbean side, you got Bocas del
Yeah,
Toro.
Bocas del Toro,
and you got
Shelter
one
Bay and
Shelter
Cologne.
Bay and Cologne. That's about it on that
Yeah,
side.
and Bocas del Toro at the Bastimentos Island by Red Frog. That is an outstanding marina too.
Sorry, we don't have the prices for that.
What's that?
He's
Yeah,
asking
no,
for
prices
prices.
up. I
No,
mean,
no idea. Yeah.
but they're easy to find if you search for those specific names.
Mhm.
Okay, from Jeff, I know speaking Spanish would be helpful. I've not started yet. Do you have any recommended learning systems?
You can download on your cell phone Duolingo. That is a very accessible application that you can download on your tablet or your cell phone. You can also start practicing. I'm telling you this because I'm self-taught learn how to speak English by myself, literally. And what I was doing in my daily life, I was trying to focus to translate everything in that part of my vocabulary. So first thing I did was this. I switched language with my cell phone. It can be very stressful at the beginning. You have to remember how to switch the language if you get overwhelmed. But it works. It really works. So and also things in your home, like you can put stickers in your fridge, nevera, stove, estufa, stuff like that, and you start making sentences. One thing that you should learn is numbers and greetings. Numbers are equal regardless where you are. If you do not the numbers, you can go by because you can negotiate and you understand what's going on with numbers.
The benefit of Panama is that it's US dollars, so you don't have
So,
to do any conversions.
Yeah.
Personally, I found it a lot easier to learn once I moved to Panama because you're surrounded by it and you have that motivation to really learn because you're hearing it and seeing it every day. But there are a lot of great tutors and schools available in Panama too, and learning groups that you can get involved in. From Elizabeth, when we tour the various areas on the 7-day tour, can you refer us to realtors if and once we decide on an area we may or want to buy?
You're gonna not just refer, you're gonna meet them, have lunch with them. We're not a real estate tour. You guys all know that, right? But we see mostly rentals, but we definitely throughout the tour will be talking about the cost of everything we look at. We want to put you in the hands with one of the top realtors in the country that has connections in every single town. Well, we will be doing that. And you'll meet all the rentals people throughout the country too. So the ones that when you are ready can show you the actual rental.
Susan asks if we might consider doing a Caribbean side only tour.
We might actually. The thing is of the Caribbean
side?
Caribbean side, the logistics will be more limited than the Pacific side, because on the Caribbean side we only have few places.
Yeah, you can't,
Sure.
Bocas del Toro and
Maybe a little-
basically Portobello, places like that. We'd have to drive, lots of driving, lots of flying back and forth.
Yeah, but it's possible.
Yeah,
And
Lots of options.
we can definitely can suit it up in a private tour, no problem.
Mhm.
Diana is a single woman looking to retire early, visiting next summer. I'm in my 50s and interested in the new 3-day tour, but not sure if this area is good for me. I'm attracted to the weather, but not sure if there's people in these communities that are around my age with similar interests. Outdoorsy, athletic, philanthropic, and artsy,
Actually, we do have a lot of people with that
Yeah.
profile,
especially Boquete.
especially Boquete, yeah.
Mhm.
You'll be
Definitely
surprised,
fit.
we have all kinds of outdoors.
It's, the one thing you have to remember, Diana, is Panama Oceanside. It's in the 90s every day of the year, and some people love that. And they're suited for beach lovers. Where in Boquete and Volcan, it's in the 70s, mid to upper 70s every day of the year. So it's a big difference. We are here, I like the beach for a couple days,
Yeah,
but you know, I'm an hour to an hour and a half from a beach. If I want to go to the beach. But for me, it was the weather that kept me here.
yeah, it's the weather here, but remember the one thing is Boquete and Cherokee is such an agile location, especially Boquete, because you are literally the top drive you can do to get at the most magnificent beach on the Pacific, which is Las Lajas. It's only 2 hours away tops.
Yeah, great beach. Mhm.
Great beach. You want to go to the Caribbean? It's only 3 hours plus 30-minute boat ride. You can go for a couple nights beyond the Caribbean.
Mhm.
And as far as what you're
Margaritas.
interested in, there's all the volunteering you could possibly want to do. There's hiking groups, there's pickleball groups, there's biking groups, there's art classes.
They're watching.
Boquete is very active
Very
community.
active, yeah. Also, if you have yoga, you have a yoga group.
Okay, Stephen is coming in January, would like to visit the Cherokee province. I'm very interested in looking around this area. I already have my visa, now just looking for a place to settle down. All right, well,
Cool.
Beautiful.
wonderful. Terry thought there was no more Friendly Nations visa.
Terry, in August 2021, the Friendly Nation visa changed to
Mhm.
the not so friendly nation visa.
It's friendly,
Yeah.
just for the people that
In
got
other
along.
words, it went up $195,000.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stephen asks what we think about the Playa Blanca area.
I like it.
Yeah, no, there are expats that live there. It's very popular for its all-inclusive resorts.
Yeah, and there is a small community. You're next to Rio Hato, and you're also next to Farallon, which also is a nice area. You are about 30-minute drive to Coronado,
And Panama.
and you are in between Coronado and Penonome in that area.
Mhm.
So you're 30 minutes to Coronado
Mhm.
and 30 minutes to Penonome.
Which are major shopping areas.
Yes,
Cool.
yeah.
Anonymous user, I've seen this question a lot. I have social security 1,500, but I am IRMAA takes out 550, which puts me below 1,000. The number they look at is from your social security letter, it will be the 1,500.
Yeah.
They don't look at deductions from health or anything else.
So qualified. Now the thing is if that's the income there, you can
Have we answered these ones up here?
Mhm.
yes.
Oh, we gotta get rid of them. Yeah. Oh, I don't do step. Okay, what was that last question?
There was somebody asking if they wanted to buy a condo or home
Mhm.
and use it part-time of the year, if there were good people who could manage renting it out the other part of the year. And yes, there definitely are.
Yeah, yeah, we got people in the beaches, Cornell area, and people here that do that type of stuff. It's typical of the US. They probably want 20% and to do it, but they'll take care of, the place, the renter, stuff like
Housekeeper,
that.
gardener, all of
Mhm.
that.
Okay, it's a supply chain issues. Yeah, it took about 10 days. Things are pretty normal right now. Have you seen anything weird, Oscar,
No.
in our supply? Like,
No,
any weird
actually,
stuff you know what's
the
different?
main basic stuff was restored within 4 days.
Yeah, within days, yeah.
With a couple days, like 3 to 4 days, which was propane, gas, all the essentials.
Yeah.
They were restored.
Have you guys
and-
seen those really thick burgers for the barbecue? I can't find them.
Oh, I have plenty.
Okay, I'll be over.
I got plenty.
Okay,
So Price Mart was never
Restock.
stack out. It was reduced several products. Many stores will reduce several products. That was never like there was no food. And I'll tell you this because actually that was kind of funny. People will there was a big shelves. People will take a photo, the empty shelf on the top, and they'll say, "Look it, there is no food."
Yeah.
On the one shelf. In
On the
store,
one
it's empty.
shelf, on the one shelf. So I was like, okay. Anyway, there was restored crazy, and we're back to normal, 100%.
Yeah. Mhm.
Is there an age limit for driving in Panama as a snowbird? Still using a Canadian license?
If you're limited, if you're renting a car, some car rentals will not take if you're over 75.
Yeah, 70, 75, but some of them do, so you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
But there's no limit. Your driver's license is still good for 90 days here, whether you're 18 or 90.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's just some drivers, some renters will not allow you to do that, so. Mhm.
I think it was Thrifty that we had a couple over 75.
Yeah.
Pretty well,
And they
okay.
said, as long as you get the full insurance package,
Yeah.
no problem. As long
Which-
as you have your license.
Yeah, which.
And
no-
that's as a tourist,
Yeah,
not for somebody who has residency, then you would need a Panamanian driver's license.
and regardless of your age, if you're renting a car, get the full insurance. We always do, don't cheap out on that one. Because.
You don't want to have that headache in another country.
Nope.
Yeah. Hey, Stephen, you're asking about documents submitted for the pensionado visa must be run through the Panama consulate of your home country. Is this correct? And how long are the documents good for? Number one, I'm going to say a few things and then you're going to ask your attorney and if your attorney is not giving you the answer right
Find another
away
one.
and not exactly telling you how to do it, find another one. Even if you pay them a deposit, sorry, it's going to be a problem. So your documents have to either be authenticated by the Panamanian consulate or they have to be apostilled. Okay, you have two options. Your attorney should be able to walk you through which one is best for you. Some of the documents which have been redated, like your marriage license, because they don't want your original marriage license. They want one downloaded from Vital Statistics, and it has to get notarized because it's not an original, it's a print copy. So some documents also have to get notarized. All documents, every one of them, can't be more than 6 months old at the time you're filing in Panama at immigration in Panama. So that's your answer. Yeah. By the way, in Canada, just in case, everything has to be done at the consulate. The US has the option of consulate or apostle.
Brooke says, can you recommend a good car dealer in Boquete or David? Is it better to buy used or new?
Depends of your budget. The easiest will be buying new. It depends on the model and the budget. Buying a second car is tricky. You don't get the best deals buying from dealerships in Boquete or Cherokee. And it's very tricky sometimes. You're better off to get one in Panama City. It's more inventory. And you're better off hiring a reliable broker. Could be me, could be somebody else. We do provide a service. But there is a good vehicles that you can, if your budget is between 20 to the 28 grand, there is good reliable vehicles, like a medium-sized SUV. Actually, Suzuki came out with this Grand Vitara hybrid for 27, 28 grand. It's a four-wheel drive, brand new with a 3-year guarantee. So there is options. It all depends on your budget and what your lifestyle and what you want to get. If you want more information, if you're already here, you can send us an email.
We're gonna continue answering questions. We're
Mhm.
not stopping. I know there's a lot of you on here, but if there's anyone that's lived here more than 3 years, let's say 2 years, I don't care. You've lived in Panama, raise your hand. If you want to say hi to us, we want to find out where you live and why you picked that area. Yeah,
Great.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we'll keep
yeah,
Scrolling through.
that includes you, Michael.
from Jeff. I know speaking Spanish would be helpful. I have not started yet. Do you have any recommendations? Oh, we did that one already.
Mm-hmm.
From Mike, my question is regarding the pensionado. If we do not have a pension or income, I'm 52 years old, but we have assets and we can set up an annuity. Will that generate the required amount to qualify for pensionado?
Yeah, sorry, Michael. Annuities are not accepted. You're gonna read somewhere that yes, annuities are, but look at the date where that was written.
Mm-hmm.
Annuities basically haven't been accepted. What you can do is go the Friendly Nations route. If you got the assets and just put $200,000 down here, it's good interest rates. You only have to leave it here for 2.5 to 3 years in a bank certified deposit,
Yeah.
and you can get your permanent residency that way. It doesn't have to stay, like after you get your permanent card 2 years down the road, you can do whatever you want with the money.
Diana is interested to know about the best golf courses.
Well,
Where
talking
they're
from people
located.
that don't golf,
Yeah, but for what I know from people that do golf, it's all about, again, it's all about what is the temperature you like to play golf.
Mhm.
Do you want to be in a tropical, very humid and hot weather, which all the area, Panama West, a beautiful golf course. Most golfers, they go really early because after 9 a.m., 10 a.m., they want to get roasted. Yeah, you can go play.
Mhm.
Now, some people they want to play around that time, don't want to be roasted or be dehydrated to death, will like to play more in places like Valle Escondido or Lucero golf course in Boquete.
Yeah, your only options are Panama City to the beaches,
Yeah.
like 2 hours outside of Panama City area.
There's one in Chitre too,
Uh-huh.
but that's extremely hot too.
Yeah, and there are two in Boquete.
Yeah.
as well.
Mhm. I think we have a part two of that question about the annuity. The annuities do not qualify for pensionado. A pensionado is a one-time visa. You apply once, you never have to apply again. Once you have your permanent visa.
We'll respond that one. Any Pacific side only tours?
Yeah, we've thought about doing just beaches on the Pacific
Yeah,
tours
I
as
could
well.
do the
Yeah.
second half of this year. We could come up with
We
something.
definitely can do that.
From Nueva Gorgona down to Pedasí or something.
Yeah, down to Pedasí.
I noticed that the tour does not go into the eastern part of the country. I noticed that there's not much population on the eastern part of
Yeah,
the
but
country.
that's why we don't go. There's really nothing out there to, it's a lot of, what would you call it, Oscar?
Jungle.
Yeah, jungle, indigenous people, stuff like,
Yeah, very,
Mhm.
very undeveloped, very remote rural area.
the road doesn't go to Colombia. You can't drive,
Yeah.
through to, South America. So
Mhm.
kind of just dies east of Panama City.
Now there is some new communities
That's
like Cerro Sur.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call that.
Yes, this isn't working.
That's
Oh.
just right up. That's 45 minutes from
Right,
Panama
just
City.
because he confused me saying about Colombia.
Mhm.
Okay, anyone raising their hands? Who lives here that wants to say hi? Tell us where you live.
Yeah. There are some happy expats in Panama. Who are they?
What are your holiday plans?
Michael
we've got
raised
a-
the hand. Right?
What?
Michael has raised the hand.
Oh, okay. Well, let's bring them up. Michael, say
Michael.
hello. Turn on your camera. Don't be shy. Show us your ugly Christmas sweaters. He's having
you
some
scared him?
issues.
Can you see me?
Can't
Okay,
hear
hang
you.
on.
I can't hear or see you.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Michael Roo, how you doing, my friend?
Yeah. Yeah, nice to see you guys too.
Yeah.
So just one little correction. I'm in Nueva Gorgona, right by the beach.
I saw
And
that.
we typically mid 80s here at the highest.
Mid
with a
80s.
steady breeze. So it's not the 90s.
Yeah, feels like 95. That actually says that today. What is this? Your current temperature is 31.
You do want to stay.
33.
You do want to stay out of the sun
Yeah.
during midday.
So where is Nueva Gorgona?
Well, we're in Panama Oeste, so right next to Coronado, and being on a little high rise on the beach, and right next to Nueva Gorgona is like a little Panamanian town where we have all the little fondas and regular Panamanian style houses. So we have a bit of everything here.
Yeah.
And but our particular building, we have a backup generator. We've got a well, so we got a lot of redundancy built in. So very nice spot.
You're in a house or a condo?
A condo.
You're in a condo. You're on the 14th floor or something?
12th floor. We were
12th floor.
14th last
Straight out looking at the ocean, right?
year. We see the sunrise every morning, and yes, we see the ocean there.
Yeah.
We're just a few feet off the beach.
Yeah.
Nice. So tell me, how's that abuelo you got?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Nice.
If there's some left, I'll bring it with me to Boquete, but can't promise that.
Are you gonna
I won't
come visit
blame you.
us?
Yeah, we're going to be spending the month of February in Boquete doing a bit of house sitting. and
Nice.
meeting friends. So
Lovely.
Awesome.
we'll see you then.
Yes,
Cool.
sir.
Okay.
Love to hang out with
Okay.
you.
Take care.
Happy
Thank you.
holidays.
Happy
Thank you for
holidays,
popping
buddy.
in.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Nope. So if anyone else wants to
Lovely.
pop in, tell us where they're coming from. Did we do this one? Please repeat what you said about Playa Blanca.
No, the Playa Blanca is a nice area. You have different options. There's Playa Blanca residences. Next door, you have the most high-end area. It is the JW Marriott Resort and Residences too. Has a full golf course, has a 24/7 ambulance, has a hospital, has also sports fields for children, for adults. Has a beautiful resort, access to the beach, has a zoo,
The zoo.
has pretty much everything. It's like the perfect bubble for those that can afford it.
And where, and she was, Margaret was asking, where is it related to the other beaches area?
Yeah, it's about
How far from
30,
Coronado?
40.
It's a Playa Blanca is like a 30-minute. It's in between Coronado and Penonome. So you are 30 minutes to Coronado, a little less, but definitely you are 30 minutes to Penonome
which is the capital
of the
Cocle.
Cocle province.
We have Brooke with her hand raised, and also Jim.
Yeah, well, let's go with each one of them. Brooke, did you want to say hi? And turn on your camera, please, if you can. Nope. Lost you. Come back. You have permission.
Can you
Jim,
Oh,
No,
can you hear me?
we can hear Brooke.
we can hear you.
Yeah,
Hold on, where's the-
I just need
I'm
you.
trying to do video.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Video, image, anything. There we go. How are you?
Hi. Hi, we are moving there January 17th to
Where
yeah,
are
to Jaramillo.
Jaramillo.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm
Some new
looking at it right
neighbors.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, see we got Jack over here.
Hey,
Hi.
buddy.
Ava and Joe.
Hi.
So what made you decide to do that crazy thing? You're
We want to get out of the States. We came down there in the summer for 10 days for vacation, fell in love with it. And then we went back in September and went house hunting and found the perfect house. And the kids are starting school in March.
Nice.
And
Academia? AIB. Great.
Mhm.
My son, our boy is there too. Yeah.
Oh, good. How old are your kids?
He'll be in 6th grade.
Yeah, he'll be in 6th grade
Oh,
next.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
We're
also,
excited to sit down.
1-year-old.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're excited to meet people and join the community.
well, we're looking forward to see you.
Yeah, send us an
Yeah,
email with your
please.
contact and we can meet up when you guys get to town.
Yes, definitely. Do I send it to the email where I got the Zoom link?
Sure.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Mhm.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you.
Looking
Alrighty,
forward.
guys.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Anyway,
Happy holidays.
Feliz
Thank you. Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. That's awesome.
Love to see the families coming.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jim. How are you, Jim?
Mr. Jim.
Mr. Jim.
Hello, I think I'm off again.
We hear you.
We hear
We
you.
hear you. We don't see you.
Oh, okay. Well,
Little
I've been here over 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
And I still listen to you guys because I pick up tips that help me all the time.
Oh, great.
I
Where
live
you
on the
live,
tip top of Open. I live on the tip top of Oaken Cedar Road.
Oh, okay.
White House
Sierra
Mayor.
Verde.
Woo.
Right on. How do you like it up there?
Oh, we love it. We love it.
I
We
can probably
we saw
see it
this
in my
house.
backyard.
We were here like 6 or 7 years ago on an IL tour, and this house was featured. I fell in love with it and broke all my own rules and tried to buy it as soon as we saw it.
Great.
So we love it here.
That's awesome.
We have some friends that came on tour with us that just bought up there.
So for those of you guys who don't know, where he lives is on the top of Volcancito Road, which is above Boquete downtown area, basically. So, yeah, like really up there. What elevation are you at, Jim? About 4,500 feet?
5,500, I believe. 5,400, 500.
Way up there, yes.
Chilly.
Yeah. So it gets chilly up
Well,
there.
Yeah, it does.
sometimes we need a sweater, but you know what? It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
We have a fireplace if we want to use it.
nice. Right on.
Right
Well, thanks
on.
for following us. If you
Yeah.
see us in town, please say hi.
Please.
Yeah, you
please
know what
say
we
hi.
look like. Stop us and say hi to us. Alrighty, Jim. Thank you for.
Thank you so much, Jim. Looking forward. Hope we get to see you in
Okay.
person and say hi.
Guess we got to get to these questions.
Yes,
They
let's
keep
do it.
coming in. Las Lajas. Now, are you referring to Las Lajas Beach, Cherokee, or Las Lajas in Panama West? If they're referring to Cherokee, how would you
They're
answer
looking
the
for an
question?
Airbnb for a month
Yeah.
or 2 weeks there and 2 weeks in Pedicee. No, we don't usually give Airbnb recommendations.
No, you'd have to find that and base it on there. Yeah.
Yeah, but Las Lajas beach will be Cherokee and Las Lajas will be Panama West. It's different. It's not actually not the beach. It's just a sub-district of Chami. And basically, what is Coronado is actually Las Lajas.
Yeah.
What is a sub-district of Chami. Las
So be
Lajas.
very careful
West
booking
Panama.
because I had someone X the book in the wrong one once.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we gotta be careful because we have tons of the repeated names during around the country.
Yeah, same
You have to
here.
be specific. There's Las Lajas Beach, Cherokee,
yeah.
or Las Lajas, Panama West.
Anybody that's, coming on tour with us, I always make sure to help them with any
Yeah.
of their before or after stay bookings. We don't usually recommend Airbnbs because they change and vary so much, but I'll always look. We have people that stay in Airbnbs. I'll check out the listing, let them know if it's a decent location or not. And she also wants to know which beaches in Panama are known for dangerous riptides.
Well, I'll tell you one dangerous riptide is Barquete Beach in Cherokee. Is very well known for very dangerous riptides.
Mhm.
Beautiful beach. It's not like I don't want to talk about the beach. It's beautiful. You could go in the low tide. If you're expert surfer or swimmer, people do it. It's because in some areas the beach can go like this or can go like big drop. So Barqueta is pretty much like it's very uneven. So that's why it creates a lot of internal currents, and you'll be walking unless you're whoop under the water. So that's why it makes it a little dangerous. Mhm.
The water changes so much throughout the
Yeah.
year. You might go to one beach in March and it's so calm, and then you go again in July and it's
Yeah.
totally different, very big wave.
Yeah, it had to do with the tides.
It has to
along-
do the tides, and every day is different. No matter what ocean is the ocean, you gotta respect it because people, sadly, people don't realize, and people can be drowned even in the most calm beach.
It
So
happens a lot every year.
Yeah,
So
every
definitely,
year.
there aren't lifeguards on most beaches
Yeah.
unless you're staying at an all-inclusive resort. So definitely it's at your own risk. We usually only go in up to our waist at most.
yeah, that's my number one rule. Just get into the water until you can, the water is not passing off your wrist because if that's your balance, you can still walk out of it. If you over here, you're not empowered. The water is controlling you. Then if you can get, there's many ways you can survive a riptide. Just let it go, get in, wait and swim diagonal. Not fight with the current. Just swim around or float for a little while. Just float. But most people don't do that because your fear or panic is the number one reason you want to help people drown.
Okay.
It's actually not a riptide.
It depends, like on the area too. For example, some beaches in Pedicee area have stronger waves that the
Yeah.
surfers love to go to. And then other areas like Vanau is usually pretty calm because it's sort of in a bay.
Yeah,
There
So-
are lots of beaches in Panama and it varies throughout the year, so.
yeah.
Good, next question.
Yeah. What are the most common types of SUVs available for use and purchase in Panama?
We have a pretty long range. We have from Kias, we have the Sorento, we have the Sportage, we have Chevy Captiva, we have the Tahoe, the large SUVs. We have Toyota, the Prado, the Land Cruiser, the Fortuner, the Fortuner. We have the FJ, which is an oldie one. Ford, we have the Ford Explorer, Ford Edge, Excursion. We have pretty much
all
every
the
single
major
brand, all
brands.
the major brands we have here. Now, note to self, the specifications or some brands, some models are not the same in North America. Let's say the Hyundai's for example, the Tucson and the Santa Fe are not the same in North America. The what you get in North America here, we call the full extras, meaning it's an all-wheel or four-wheel drive with all the safety accessories. When you buy the normal SUV Santa Fe is only four-wheel drive, two-wheel drive. And it doesn't have, it looks the same, but doesn't have the same accessories, the full extras, or the version that you have in North America.
Great.
And it's a lot cheaper too.
Okay, from Bruce, it's got a couple things here that I was told by an attorney in Panama City, if you applied together as a married couple, you need the short version of the marriage certificate and a rental agreement. Very odd. If you apply individually, you don't need a marriage certificate. Well, that's true. If you apply individually, you obviously don't need a marriage certificate. But right now, current as of now, immigration is only asking for rental agreements for single people, not for couples. And for a couple to get a marriage certificate, you go to Vital Statistics, pay your $10, download it, you're done. That's all you have to have. And that's the one they actually want. And then that gets notarized and then authenticated. So, but yeah, no, they used to be asking for rentals but there's no reason to apply separately unless you're actually not married. If you live in common law, because Panama doesn't recognize common law. If you apply separately, you're going to pay more for the whole process. So apply together, download your marriage license from Vital Affairs, and you'll get things done. Looks like which Las Lajas? It looks like there are two. Oh yeah.
Las Lajas Beach is the one in Cherokee. Playa Las Lajas
Yeah.
is in Cherokee near
Yeah.
us in Boquete and David. Whereas Las Lajas Town is the one just outside of Coronado Beach.
Oh yeah, and Bruce also mentions that in Canada in 2024, I'm not sure what date it takes place. Canada is joining the Apostle Convention, but most of the lawyers we use prefer the consulate because they work tighter with the consulate, and they probably because the people in the Panama consulate speak Spanish, but the consulate's quite simple to get things authenticated. So.
We had a little note from Dan in the chat that they didn't have to go through customs in Panama City because they got their bags checked all the way to David.
Well, you still go through customs. You
Yeah.
can't exit Panama City without going through customs.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
you're
Any
still taking
personal
your
item you
carry-on.
would still be
Yeah.
putting through the X-ray and handing
Yeah.
in your
Mhm.
customs form. So
Mhm.
no matter what you're going through.
Gee, you. Oh,
Do this one. I know Panama is a tropical country with humidity, but is it like Southeast US, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, nasty humidity or something lighter? No,
It
it's
depends on the time
like
of the year.
90% humidity.
Yeah. Sometimes the humidity is 90%. It also it's not every day, but like last tour, we were in Panama City. There was no breeze.
that was horrible.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Panama City or anywhere in the sea level, you have no breeze, you're dying. You have to be in the shade with drinking water and probably spraying water on top of you. And I live here.
The thing to remember is more about humidex than humidity.
Yeah.
Once the temperature rises above 80 degrees, when you have 90 humidity, that's when when it starts getting ugly.
Yeah.
And if it goes above 90, it even gets worse. But that's why half of expats seem to move to Panama and live in higher elevations, and the other half live on beach
Mhm.
elevations.
Yeah,
But like, you know, when I first moved here, I'll be down on the beach or in David and I have to change my shirt 3 times because I would sweat right through it. So
yeah,
the humidity on the water for some people is more difficult for others.
yeah. I mean, you don't know until you get here. That's why it's important to do the tour.
Mhm.
That's why it's important to do an exploration trip before you make the move.
Yeah,
In the
experience all
rainy
the
season
climates.
and dry season.
Yeah, and always comes in the worst time of the year for that specific location.
Jean says, is it realistic to use a moped exclusively as transportation in Boquete? How easy is it to buy one?
Call yourself
sorry, what's that?
Evil Knievel,
Sorry, what is a moped?
little tiny
Little-
motorcycle.
Like a scooter?
You can use it in Boquete in the rainy season, just
Very
in the
difficult.
main streets.
Yeah.
If you're gonna climb to the mountains, it can be dangerous because it's so wet
Yeah.
and it get moldy. And I've seen friends falling, just sliding on it.
What did I have when you first met me?
A moped.
And it didn't last because like I had a, you know, full size one, but
Yeah.
I still in the rainy season, so from April till October and November, I didn't know if I was gonna get soaked or not, and I had rain clothes, I had to pull over so many times on the side of the highway and get dressed up,
Yeah.
and then the rain stopped, then
I will,
it's very
yeah,
inconvenient.
I will suggest a moped only if you're in a very downtown area. If you're in the mountains, better get a small 4-wheel or all-wheel drive car vehicle.
Hey, Susan, I don't know, we're not gonna tell you how much Michael is paying, but in the buildings in Nueva Gorgona, is it Nuevo or Nueva?
Nueva.
Yeah, it is Nueva, right,
Nueva.
okay. Gorgona, they range from, I know people paying as little as 14 up to 19 to 2,000.
Actually, it depends on the building. It can go from 1100 to 1900.
Is it that low, 11?
Yeah, no, but there is another
Well,
spot.
maybe for
Actually, it can go to,
one bedroom, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because actually it can go a little higher. It can go up to 2300.
Yeah, but like a 2 bedroom, 1,500 is quite reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
I just
You
noticed the
probably get-
question in the chat I want to grab from Leaf. Can the $200,000 investment for Friendly Nations visa be a combination of property and a CD?
Good question, Lee. We had this exact incident with the client and our lawyer never got an answer from immigration. It's too complicated for them. They want one or the other. So, or can you transfer it? Can you put it in a CD and then you find the property? Can you move the money into that? That was also given a big no. You gotta wait 2 years. So be committed. It's
Scott.
not a big deal. A lot of people put the money in a CD, take the $800 a month they're getting for interest and pay some rent with it and go find a nice place to live.
Yeah, it's just a few years. Steven asks, can you drive from Boquete to Costa Rica in a rental car?
Nope,
No.
good question, but you can take a bus or get someone to drive you. Boquete to the border is how far? An hour and 15?
From Costa Rican border?
Yeah, Paso Canoas.
Yeah, it's straight shot, an hour 15.
The hour 15, take a taxi, take a bus, get a friend to drive you, cross the border on foot, rent a car right there.
All right, 2 more
Okay.
questions. Stephen,
Okay.
what types and levels of medical care are available in Cherokee area? Do you have to travel to Panama City for major medical issues?
Good answer, Stephen. No, we have 2 top-notch full service hospitals in David, which is 35 minutes from Boquete, 25 by ambulance if they're really going fast. We have many other private clinics, testing, smaller private hospitals in David, most specialists. Once in a while, people might go to Panama City for some really special care. Or like, let's say you were going to have a transplant surgery, so yeah, no, that would happen in Panama City
Mhm,
probably.
yeah.
But basic care, and high end, like, you know, I know people that have had heart stents and pig valves and
Chemo.
chemo, like all that stuff in Debbie.
Yeah, but just another thing that people don't realize, that we have a neighbor country that is very good on medicine,
Mhm.
like stem cells, on treatments, on very complicated
Yeah,
surgeries.
Costa Rica does a lot of that.
Colombia.
Yeah, and you're very close. Well, like South America is really advanced also.
On
Yeah.
medical tourism.
Like Colombia, my
Yeah,
home
medical
country,
tourism.
we're very high advanced. We actually do open heart transplant. We do transplant of hands. That's how advanced is medicine down there.
You know what, Elizabeth? You know, I got an article coming up. It's in draft right now about what you're asking about. But I can tell you right now that Panama's poverty rate is 18%, which is 1% higher than the US. It used to be 42% in the year 2000, and that's how much it's gone down. Homelessness is always a problem if there's one person homeless. Panama does not have cardboard tent cities under bridges. We don't have that here. There are some homeless people.
But it's very little in compared to
Yeah,
the North
very little
America.
compared to like meaning like tiny. And crime, there's the newest crime stats have come out. This is, I don't have my stuff right here with me. I apologize, but I didn't want to get into it. We only got minutes left in this call. We're gonna go overtime shortly, and it might kick us off. But our crime rates are lower than the US. So
Very low.
yeah, CD rates 5.5, maybe 6 if you're lucky. How far is it from Debbie to Pocketti? 35 minutes.
Yeah.
35
Yay.
kilometers. So it's actually a little
Yeah.
less than that.
You guys gave us the
Yeah.
perfect amount of questions tonight.
Wonderful.
Right.
Good job.
We did
Good.
amazing.
So what do we want to say? What do we want to say in our final moments here, Oscar?
What I want to
We
say,
want to wish everyone a happy
Well,
new year and all
yeah.
that stuff.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. Remember to always look out the glass half full and half empty.
Yeah. So whatever you're
Always look
doing,
at-
yeah, whatever you're doing this year, whatever you're celebrating, whatever your party is,
Oh,
like,
there I am.
you're there. We wish you all the best.
Feliz
And
Navidad, Feliz Año Nuevo.
yeah, and it's coming to, there's our beautiful little town at night by
There
aerial
will
drone.
be a replay coming out.
Yep.
And don't forget to book those tours. You have until midnight.
You do. You got, oh yeah, we got people booking already. So and your hat turned green. It is green. So we want to wish everyone happy new year, all that stuff. And
Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, and keep yourselves happy. Enjoy the family. Enjoy yourselves these beautiful days.
I didn't hear Rod.
Come on, Rod, but he doesn't show up.
Turn
You
it
got
up. Feliz Navidad.